Well, good morning from Cottage Farmstead. As you can see, we have sunshine again, which means we can start doing projects back outside. One project that has been on hold since we finished building the main part of the farmhouse is the stairs that come off our front porch. All last gardening season, I had some cinder blocks on the edge of the porch where I would shimmy on down to get into the garden, but this year I'm looking forward to being able to walk down some nice, stable steps when I go to work in the garden. I'm actually heading back inside real quick to work on some meal prep, but I'll be coming back out again later to help Nathan finish off the stairs. But he's going to take you along as he gets started on the prep work and getting these steps in today.
So we ended up getting pre-made stringers and ended up having the right spacing for the stairs for what our height was here. I will need to adjust it a little bit. And one thing you can do just to make sure you have uniformity of your height, both in terms of the first step up, but then this top step. We already have deck boards up here, so we have to measure basically from where the step is here to the top here to make sure it's the same distance here. What I'm going to do today is go ahead and measure that, which is 5 inches at the moment, and this is 6.5 inches, which means the footers for the stair stringers need to be 1.5 inches lower to make sure that when we have the stair tread out here, it will be 6.5 inches from the top of this to the top of this, and then that will be the same with each of the steps going up.
So as is the case on many of our Saturdays here, I start my day actually in the kitchen getting our lunches prepped for the week ahead while Nathan gets all the tools together and supplies together for whatever project that we're working on. This week is what we call unstuffed peppers. And it's using some of our frozen diced tomatoes and frozen diced bell pepper from our garden this past year, along with the ground beef we just got back from the butcher. There it is, the first beef that we harvested from our land here. I have it in a bowl of water finishing its final thaw, as I put it in the fridge yesterday, but it was still frozen in the center. So before I throw it in the pan, I was hoping to get it fully thawed so it'll cook a little bit faster.
One other thing I want to do is make sure that the stairs are centered on the door. I believe these posts are centered apart from it, so I'll just double check that to make sure that we have everything aligned so then the center of the stairway lines up with the center of the door. So I'll need to measure off of one of these, go across, and then that'll give me the center up front so that I can measure out 2.5 feet in either direction for a 5-foot stair. After figuring out the calculations and determining the width that we wanted for the stairs, I brought the stringers in 1.5 inches, so the outside of the boards will be 1.5 inches overhang with the deck boards for the steps. With that calculation, it ended up being 57 inches, so that's 19 inches apart on center for the stair treads. So I got that done, ended up getting the blocks roughly in place. I still had to level those, but wanted to see how I was doing with depth. I'll level these individually and then across just to make sure everything is looking good.
Well, that's it for meal prep for our lunches this coming week. I have our meat and vegetable mixture finishing its final simmer. I have the rice finished in the Instant Pot, so this coming week all I'll have to do is mix them together, shred a little bit of cheese on top, and we'll have our quick and easy lunches for the rest of the week. Now it's time for me to go outside and join Farmer Nathan on the stairs project.
So with the joist hangers, they hang pretty low, and since we wanted 6.5 inches from the bottom of the deck board to the top of this, we had to fur down with another piece of wood underneath that so that the joist hangers, which you have the holes, can attach directly to that. So I have that all set up. Now I just need to calculate what height that needs to be installed. So I'll measure from here to here, and then to the top or to the bottom of the joist hanger. I'll go ahead and get all those hung all the way across, and then I can start leveling the pads based on the level up here. So we're busy getting the posts ready for the railing now. Stair treads, everything is nice and solid. Plenty of width. We ended up going a bit over 5 feet width with the deck boards. So with these, we ended up just cutting them out close to a 35-degree angle to make it a little bit fancier. But what we've been trying to figuring out is how best to attach this to make it nice and solid to withstand, you know, the weight of going up. So we'll be notching out the deck boards, sliding it up against the riser. That'll give us a good fastening point down there. We'll be able to get a bracket just to reinforce it. Well, we did a lot of construction, and now we need to do some deconstruction. So we're going to take part of this railing out to make the area where the stairs are functional. So we're going to be screwing in, as Mr. Kilby is doing right now, the railing to the post, and that should just temporarily make it functional until we can get the permanent railing system up.
Just hold what you got till I get up there.
Yes, sir.
Hey, these new steps work pretty well.
Hey, that's good. Well, that made for a great project day, going from absolutely nothing to having to do the grading, the footing, all the hangers, and we have a beautiful functioning stairway now. So I'll quick take you up the stairs. But look at this. I'm very impressed. Nothing wobbles. It all is solid and is centered on our beautiful door.